I'd like to talk about how I use my femininity to get everything I want and how it works out for me. And listen, before you come for me, I'm not a femininity coach or sijui what. And I have nothing against these people, but I just want to share my story because a lot of women especially have been asking me this question. And recently, my man also asked me, and I realized I want to talk about how we complement each other because it's something I've noticed that is very, I don't know, I haven't seen in any other relationship I've been in before this one. So maybe you can tell me what you think about it after the episode, but I just want to share. So, femininity is attributed to the typical gender roles, which aren't necessarily true, but some of these things kind of make sense, especially for me. So, what I believe to be femininity is exactly the way you are as a woman. Femininity looks very different. It can be different in many ways, but it is just an energy that you exude that shows you are, feminine. I don't know any other way to explain it, but I will explain how I present, and then maybe you can think about how you present as a feminine person, whether you're a man or a woman, for yourself. Femininity is an energy. It can present in any gender. That's why there's men who are considered feminine, and that's why or have feminine energy. I'm sure you've heard of the. Okay, if I use these words too many times, I might lose some of you. But please just stick with me. I promise it makes sense. Juicy, I was going through it emotionally as fuck. I was actually really, really throwing up piss, and I was very moody. And my man was trying to be sweet, but I was being very short with him. And immediately he noticed something was wrong. So he said, I'm coming to get you. I'll take you somewhere where we can just look at wildlife and eat and you can relax. I'm sure it will make you feel better. And he took me somewhere really romantic, actually, somewhere really, really sweet. And then while we were having lunch, he asked me, what makes you the way you are? What makes you so much the way you are? And it made me think about how I am or how people perceive me to be. And I'll just tell you some of the things that I've been told that I am. I'm very sensual. I'm very soft spoken. I'm very calm, sweet. To be honest, behind closed doors, I don't entirely think this is how I am. I'm very loud. I'm very impatient sometimes. I get angry. I'm very moody. But who I am is a spectrum. I'm not just one thing. I'm a million things, and I am so many things, and I am everything and nothing at the same time. Valar Mogulis. But how people perceive me externally, like I'm this soft spoken woman who always smells so good and cares a lot about how she looks, how she feels, how she dresses, and I'm fun and sweet and gully. And it's true, I am all these things. And something that I've realized is that me being all these things has been attracting not only in romantic partners, but I'm realizing even in my friends who are women, it is making me attract people who are very complimentary of my energy. People who are very steadfast, decision makers, strong, confident, leaders, creators, bosses. And listen, this is not the only thing that they are. They also are a spectrum of so many things. But I'm realizing how the people in my life currently are showing up for me is that they're so ready to love me and give to me and nourish me and just pour into me, as opposed to the older relationships where people are just trying to take from me, use me, at me, leave me broken and dusted. Right now, it's very much the opposite. I am in very, very loving relationships, all the way from my family to my romantic relationships, to my relationship with my cat, to my relationship with my landlord, with my business partners, with everyone around me is just loving me in the right way. And this is because I'm very authentic. Remember, I said femininity does not necessarily attribute to any gendered roles. It's just about you being very authentic in the way you are. Even a tomboy can be feminine, can have feminine energy, because it is how you present, it is how you are, it is your authentic, beautiful, genuine energy. And the wholeness of embracing this energy for me has made me a bit more calm, has made me a better listener, a better receiver. It helps me rest more. It has made me softer and slower. And a direct reflection of this is because it has made me much more attentive. I'm able to be there for the people that I love because now I'm way more calm. And it has also made me way more beautiful. I feel like energy is very contagious. And my beauty, like, yeah, my face is pretty, but I'm noticing a lot more people loving the energy around me, loving being around me, just loving the peace and kindness that is coming when I'm around. And it is because I am attracting exactly what I am. And this is helping me consistently receive and enjoy the things that I want while also being able to rest. At this point of my life, I'm able to be super, super present and more graceful. You'd have to have met me before to understand exactly what I'm talking about, because these are the kind of compliments I've received, and it's not something I'm sure an audio podcast is going to explain everything. And I could go as far as to say, it's because my hair is always done, my nails are always done, my makeup is always good, my clothes are. I could say it's all that external stuff, because yes, it does help. It does help in keeping me looking like a very, very feminine person. But it's not that. It's more about the way I feel about myself on the inside. It's the way I'm loving myself more. It's the way I treat myself and the way I prioritize my life. This is what is pushing me towards everything that I require. I'm able to attract everything and more, and it's just so beautiful because I'm consistently receiving from the universe, from everywhere. I have no worries in my life. I'm able to rest. I'm able to receive love, and I'm able to be loved in the ways that I love. I've realized that it's so automatic. The exchange is so automatic, and I did not realize how much I also give by being able to be a soft and slow and sweet woman. It has also made me more forgiving. It has also helped me able to let go easier, to accept change, and to be more confident. And ladies, let me tell you something especially. I say ladies because mimi ni mtetezi wa haki za wanawake. Ladies, I know most times you're told, don't be too emotional. Your emotions will be the death of you. In emotions, nef, nef, nef. Let me hear it from me right now. Emotions are a woman's superpower. Your emotions are your womanness. I don't care if you're a stud or if you're trans, with all respect. As long as you're a woman and you have a woman's emotions, harness those superpowers. Your emotions are always going to be your superpower. You're supposed to feel, and you're supposed to feel deeply, because this is your guidance. This is what guides you towards making decisions. We're not like men. And I'm not saying men are not emotional. I'm just saying your emotions as a woman will always put you straight ahead. This is why it's your job to become emotional intelligent. It's super important that you're able to manage your emotions, control your emotions, regulate your emotions, because once you do these things, no one can use you, no one can control you, and no one can make you feel bad about being so powerful because of your emotions. So make it your priority, without ever intentionally negatively affecting other people, to work on your own emotions, to work on your femininity, to work on making sure you're being very authentic and true to yourself. And remember, this energy is only for the people who deserve it. It's only for the people who, when you're Mefika Bay, people who understand who you are and what having your energy around them is and what it means. Not everyone gets to experience the softer, slower, sweeter, kinder, more graceful, most forgiving side of you. That side is specifically kept for the people who actually truly love you with all their heart. So you have to be very intentional with who you choose around you. I've discussed friendships on another episode, which I think you might like if you go listen to, on how to tell if you're in the right circles, or how to feel about the relationships you're in right now, so that maybe you can assess and realize that the more you work on yourself and the more your boundaries are raising, the less tolerant you are of bullshit, and the less tolerant you are of anything that is not fulfilling you and your life as a woman. Especially, you need to be very choosy. All this to say that I have a very, very masculine man. He's he's basically everything I've been wanting, and it has nothing to do with me. I mean, yes, my energy is complementary, but this is who he is. even without me. He's just a very strong, present man. He's very protective. He's very kind, very soft in his own way, very sweet, very calm, very, have you ever just seen a man walk into a room and you know that's a man? Exactly. It keeps you wet all the time. Especially as a feminine woman, I say that to speak for myself, especially being myself. It just makes me horny all the time. There's this memes that talk about when men used to be men and they used to build stuff with their hands. Exactly. Not these men who ask you these days, what are you bringing to the table at yours? Gee, what, complaining at you? Oh, you should also buy me flowers. No. A man who's just a man. He keeps you horny, fucked, and fed. And that's exactly what you need. So the only way to receive is by working on yourself. I've talked about this because I was with my friends a few days ago and I met this lady who was asking me about, Bobby, how do you get, because she noticed as soon as I walked into the restaurant, so many people were asking if they could buy me stuff or they could pay my tab or they could take care of me. And this happens to me all the time. I've been window shopping so many times while broke and someone will pay my bill. Or I've been at the supermarket shopping, someone will pay my bill. Or it's not because I'm the best or I'm the hottest or I'm the only person who, is grabbing attention. It's because you truly in your mind have to believe that you deserve good things for people to notice, and you'll realize everything is working in the good for yourself. Receiving stuff is just one example. That's not the only thing that helps you receive all you want. It's about the life that you're living, the kind of standards that you set for yourself, the relationships that you have, receiving in all ways, not just financially. If you try and be authentic to yourself, at least, come back and tell me in the comments about how it has changed your life and how you've been able to start receiving from the universe and from the people around you, because they can notice that your energy is beautiful and your energy is calm and kind and graceful. And they want to do everything in their way to make sure that you're comfortable and beautiful and safe. And thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Roberta Bobby. If you want to see my face more, you can follow me you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dialogues with Jaguero. I host a segment called Heartfelt with Bobby on there. And I'm also on the Citizen TV Daybreak show every Tuesday morning at 8 a.m., which is a social show where we talk about relationship, intimacy, and everything around that. So come along and grow with me and learn with me. And please remember to leave your feedback and tell me what you think or what you want to hear more of, because I am here to make sure that you enjoy listening. Until next time, kwaheri.